Hello and welcome to the Ferris State Football Second Round Playoff Preview. I'm Rob Bentley, play-by-play voice of Ferris State Football, along with Sandy Golston, the color commentator, as we get set for Saturday's game, Ferris State and Northwest Missouri State here in Round 2. And Sandy, obviously the two winningest programs over the past 5 seasons in Division II football, they're going to go at it here on Saturday.
When you think about the toughness of this region and you think about the caliber of teams that we have in this region and the recent history of success with these two programs, it seems only fitting that we're going to have it right here at Top Taggart Field, two of the great programs of the last 5-6 years going head-to-head.
Obviously a rematch of the 2016 national semifinals in Marysville, won by the Bearcats 35-20, but much different Ferris State team, much different Northwest Missouri State than a couple years ago.
Yeah, we were there obviously for that game, calling it, and Northwest Missouri was a excellent team at that point, and we knew what we were going to be up against going there, but I thought our guys competed well, and here we are, a couple years later, and we have two basically almost completely different teams, but yet two programs with great tradition going at it, and so it's going to be a lot of fun. I think our guys are looking forward to the challenge, but I know Northwest Missouri is too. Both teams coming off big wins last week.
Hard-fought win for the Bulldogs in Round 1, 21-19 over Harding. The Bulldogs a quick start and then had to hold on down the stretch to really avenge a loss last year in the Super Region 3 championship game.
Yeah, it was a big game, and a lot of people were looking at the revenge factor, if you will, or bouncing back and kind of erasing those demons from last year and the loss to Harding. And maybe to some extent that did happen, but I think for our guys, for our program, it was more about, hey, let's survive and advance. We know you have a good Harding team coming in here. We know they're going to be competitive. We know they're going to play us tough, excellent defense. And I think our guys were up to the challenge where we were able to build up the big lead and, of course, hang on as Harding made a big run in the second half. So hats off to the team for being able to advance. And then you have Northwest Missouri coming off a great win over Grand Valley, not too far away from here. And so they're coming in with momentum as well.
You mentioned it right there, second straight trip to Michigan for the Bearcats and an impressive win, 42-17 over Grand Valley State down at Leber Stadium. What have you seen out of Northwest Missouri State coming into this ballgame?
Well, we knew they were a great defensive team coming in to the playoffs. We've been kind of monitoring them because, looking at our region, you kind of know where it could be headed. And so we've been monitoring them throughout the season. And tremendous defense again. I think what you saw a little bit against Grand Valley was an impressive running game. They were really able to run the ball very effectively, and that kind of opened up things in their passing game. So a lot like us, Northwest Missouri, very balanced. They like to run the football with authority, but they can also pass. And so it's going to be an interesting matchup, maybe a little bit more of a traditional matchup than what we saw last week, triple option, Harding, something that's a little bit tougher to prepare for in a short period of time. And so this one is going to be a little bit of a different challenge for us in that it's going to be a little bit more familiarity, but at the same time, you're playing a very, very good football team that's hungry and it's coming in here looking for a win.
5th straight year the Bulldogs will be playing here on Thanksgiving weekend and playing here at home again. The Bulldogs with the home field advantage here in the second round.
Well, last year we were on the road, for Thanksgiving, and it was a little bit of a different circumstance for us. And this time Northwest Missouri is going to get to come on the road for Thanksgiving. And so it's going to be a great time, and I think everybody's going to hopefully get a little bit of family time over Thanksgiving, and hopefully all Bulldogs or as many Bulldogs as possible will come back for what should be a great game on Saturday.
What did you see as some of the keys for the Bulldogs coming into this Super Region 3 semifinal matchup?
Well, I think when you look at this game, it's going to be important for the Bulldogs to control the line of scrimmage. And Northwest Missouri runs the football very well, as we talked about, but the Bulldogs run the football well. So whichever team I think can really control the line of scrimmage and really impose their will from that standpoint to get their running game going and to have that open up the passing game so you get the best of both worlds is going to be very, very important. And I think for the Bulldogs also, just bouncing back, it's a different style of play that they had to really work specifically to prepare for last week with Harding. They've gotten that out of the way, and now they can get focused on this game right here. And so I think it's going to be really important, though, controlling the line of scrimmage, establishing the run, and then stopping the run. It's cliche, but it's so true at this stage of the playoffs.
We'll have all the live pregame coverage for you starting at 12:30 on Sunny 97.3 and online at ferrisstatebulldogs.com. Tickets on sale now. Visit startickets.com to purchase your tickets here as the Bulldogs take on Northwest Missouri State on Saturday. 1 o'clock kickoff right here in Big Rapids. Should be a fun one.
Yeah, looking forward to it, and hopefully all the Bulldog fans will come out and support. It's going to be a great game between two of the best programs of the last 5-6 years going head-to-head right here in Big Rapids.
Stay tuned to ferrisstatebulldogs.com for complete coverage of the NCAA Division II football playoffs.